I'm Scott Laseth, cooking editor for Ducks Unlimited magazine, and I'm going to show you a cool appetizer on what to do with your ground duck. It starts with some puff pastry. Now you can buy the little puff pastry already made tart shells, or you can make your own. You just take any kind of muffin tin like this, large or small. Make sure that your puff pastry sheets have been thawed. You just place them into a muffin tin like so. And what I like to do to help it maintain its shape while it's baking is you take some foil, put some rice in the center, and then pop this into a 400-degree oven until they come out nice and crispy like that. And the cooking instructions are on that package of puff pastry. It usually takes about 10 or 12 minutes. I've got butter and olive oil in a skillet. This is just ground duck or goose, and you don't need a grinder. You can just use a food processor, cut it up into little chunks and pulse it. A little coarse salt, fresh ground black pepper. I also have some mushrooms, Parmesan cheese, some garlic, green onions, and you know, if you don't have green onions, any onion will do. What you put in your tart is entirely up to you. Just think of this as an outline. Green onions. I want to add fresh rosemary early because it's a hardy herb and it's fairly oily and you want to release the oils. Whenever you're cooking with a more delicate herb like cilantro or basil, I add that right at the very end of the cooking process so that you don't cook all the flavor out. Give the meat a stir. And now that the meat is starting to get a little bit brown, chopped up mushrooms. Fresh chopped garlic, and the last thing that's going to go in there is going to be some heavy cream and some Parmesan cheese. Now once most of the liquid has been cooked out, you let it cool, you add some Parmesan cheese, and I happen to have a batch right here. I've got the tart shells and I have my cooled mixture. This is going to go into a 400-degree oven, and all I want to do is warm up the inside of what's in these tart shells. A little more Parmesan right on top. Into the oven. And you can find this recipe and a whole lot more in the Ducks Unlimited magazine and at ducks.org.